Hello, everyone. Today I'm gonna talk about a very interesting topic. That's how I have observed and conducted classes at school. I have chosen DUSC, which is situated in Australia. And over there, if I want to share my experience, I observed two classes and conducted one. The first class that I entered as a peer teacher for observing the class, it was grade 5. And over there, the teacher was doing amazing job because she was at first asking questions from the earlier classes, and every student was participating very enthusiastically, and the active participation made me feel very good over there. Secondly, she was using positive reinforcement to the students who couldn't answer. And thirdly, she overall used GTM method, but she also kind of added some CLT methods over there, like approach over there, like uh, pair works and everything. So the situation was over there, they were learning, actually revising prepositions. The second class that I have observed was for grade 2, and over there they were introduced with prepositions in general. So in there, that was like a computer lab. Projector was there, and it's quite like fine to say that they didn't have projectors in every classes. So this young learners you went there for understanding preposition by visualizing it. So they were learning with a box and a ball pictures over there. So eventually, I liked the whole idea over there. A little bit improvement from my side was like observing that class was, I was thinking that if she could use a bit more gestures for real life examples or like role playing, probably the female students could engage more, because the male students were participating like 100% with their energy. So it was amazing to see that. But the female students were quite a bit like. But then it was my time for the third period where I went for conducting the class. It was safe to say that the students were eventually being quite a bit anxious or frustrated or lesser in energy because it was third period for them. But eventually when I entered there, I saw them chatting, being a bit chaotic and noisy. So what I immediately thought about was, as they're gonna learn poem today, so I'm gonna introduce them with their poem by them introducing to themselves. That's like kind of STS idea, but it wasn't totally, because they were eventually reading it out loud, and every students wanted to come to start reading and like participate actively and everything. So the chaos, the chit chat, everything, it kind of like vanished at that very time. Then I used kind of like TPR methods, because they were coming and then doing some gestures or like role plays. I eventually showed them the topic, which was my grandpa. So I acted like my grandpa. And then throughout the whole class, I used direct method because I was thinking of engaging them with English and introducing them with someone else who is also an English speaker, rather than their teacher. So, yes, I was successful in there because they were understanding me totally. And if I want to say how I encourage them to understand the vocabulary or their realization over there, I kind of used the drawings of some of the things. And at the end of the class, I let them. Um, like share their key realizations or like takeaway in a word cloud. So that was pretty amazing from them, I would say, because they like ran to me like, Miss, I want to do it, Miss, I want to do it. So I really enjoyed that. And throughout the whole journey, I would say that my learning is, as per the post method pedagogy that we have learned, that teacher can change instantly the methods or the plans, even if she or he was prepared earlier, based on the like context demand or like the learner's demand. I had a great team over there. The students were amazing, and I thoroughly enjoyed. Thank you so much